Hello, and welcome to my reading of SCP-6999. Firstly, I am worried that I'm a little bit out of my depth here. I know I got access to the file and everything, but it says in special containment procedures that only level 5 personnel may access this file. Well, in any case, we'll just start. Before we even start, we have a header here that I'd like to read out. From 0510 to Personnel Listener V. Figured you may be curious about the music. See attached file, 0510. And at the top, we have an audio file that I'm actually planning on playing. I figured whoever is reading this file either needs to hear it or has enough access that it's kind of weird for them to be listening to this. So, here we go. Level 0. SCP-6999 Classified. Item Number. SCP-6999. Safe. Secondary Class. Thaumiel. Special Containment Procedures. Foundation personnel maintain several television broadcasting towers that transmit SCP-6999 globally. Per Project AISA protocol, only Level 5 personnel may access this file. Description: SCP-6999 is a 3-minute-long Cognitohazardous video of the Applied Force Department Symphony performing Near My God to Thee. The video influences the automatic nervous system and the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, inhibiting fight-or-flight responses to stressors and regulating cortisol production. Upon the Ethics Committee approval, the O5 Council commissioned the Memetics and Infohazards Division to develop SCP-6999 for Project AISA. Exposure testing began on volunteer researchers after performance and recording. Addendum 6999.1 Testing Log. Subject: Dr. Chuck Ferguson. Background: Ferguson married his husband 7 years prior to testing and adopted an infant son 3 years prior. While he reports high relationship and household satisfaction, substantiated by testimony from close friends, he frequently stresses over a lack of interaction with his son and believes his husband may hold grudges against him due to this. Results: Ferguson texts his husband asking if they can discuss the situation later that day. Ferguson reports an in-depth, reflective conversation spanning the relationship history, familial pasts, and favorite television programs. Among this, Ferguson's husband reassures that he holds no grudges over his more dominant role in their son's upbringing, given Ferguson's government job. See Family Disclosure Protocol. However, he does suggest hiring a babysitter, which Ferguson states he'll contemplate. Subject: Agent Silvina Cortez. Background: Cortez emigrated from the Philippines to the United States after college, a decision heavily protested by her mother. With her enrollment in the United States military and subsequent Foundation employment, her relationship with her mother grew increasingly estranged. Cortez regrets not contacting her mother but fears a further divide in the relationship if she does so. Results: Cortez calls her mother, who expresses shock from the sudden contact. They set up a video call together for a day after testing. Cortez reports an initially stilted but progressively intimate conversation, her mother interested in American life and Cortez in Filipino life. When addressing the initial distress over the emigration, Cortez's mother apologizes for her comments, noting how long ago she made them but admitting she feared how Cortez would adjust. Subject: Dr. Everett Mann. Background: Mann, continuing the eccentricity of his caretaker uncle, possessed divergent ethics from societal norms. After Mann's uncle died incarcerated, Mann faced societal ostracization from peers. In response, Mann sought comfort in science and learning. While Mann cites genius as diverting potential friends, others testify Mann outright rejecting social advances in favor of scientific pursuits. Results: Mann steps outside the testing facility, finds the nearest cliff face, and sits at the edge, silently staring at the night sky. When asked what he thought about, Mann states, "We can all ascend." The next day, he sits at a crowded table in the Site-19 cafeteria, facilitating awkward but genuine conversation on rat biology. Addendum 6999.2. Project AISA is a Foundation-planned initiative to comfort humanity in response to a predictable, singular, and widely publicized XK end-of-the-world scenario. Once such an event grows imminent, all Foundation personnel will gain access to files on Project AISA anomalies. And to this day, this file remains unedited, which means my job is done. When I started this and saw level 5 clearance only, I thought this was going to be horrible, but I guess I judged too soon considering this is one of the nicer SCPs we have on hand. Nicer being obviously an understatement. I'm glad the Foundation was actually able to prepare for these scenarios, though. It's nice to know at the end of the world, this will at least be playing. Though, speaking of which, I completely forgot to stop it. In any case, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.